Hi, Daniel Emasit, CEO and co-founder of Logistify AI. In this video, I'm going to show you how to automate entry of sales orders from email into your Tally Prime ERP system. All right, so let's start by looking at what Tally Prime ERP system looks like. If you already know, then you can skip this step and head over to the AI piece. Let's dive right in. All right, so here we are in Tally ERP9 system, and the functionality should be the same as Tally Prime ERP system. Right, so I can see right here the name of the list of selected companies. So here we've selected Daniel Wholesalers that we previously created. And now let's see some of the SKUs or products that we sell. So to find those, head over to inventory info, and then I'll look for stock items, and then I'll click display, and you can see I have three stock items: Ajab maize meal, bar soap, and Soko maize meal, 12 by 2 kg. So these are the stock items. So now let's go and see some of the customers or the accounts that we have. So let me close this out and head back here. So to find the customers, what I'll do is go to accounts and then look for ledgers and then click display. And right here, I have my list of ledgers, and I can see that I have a few customers, including Nivers Supermarket and Walmart Supermarket. So now that we can see what the Tally ERP9 system looks like, let's head back to the Logistify AI platform so that we can do the integrations into this ERP system. All right. So when you come to the Logistify platform, first things you need to do is set up your integrations. So to do that, head over to the settings icon over here and just click that. And then under integrations, we'll see a list of integrations. So the first one we're going to begin with, which is email, is here. So I'll just click email, and then I'll add dedicated sales email that I use for receiving sales orders. So right here, I can see the email. I've just added an email: sales Daniel Wholesalers at gmail.com. And the email provider is Google, Gmail, it's been verified, etc. All right, so that's the first integration. The next integration we need to do is for Tally Prime ERP system. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll go back to settings and I'll look for Tally Prime under integrations right here. I'll scroll down and Tally Prime should be down there. So just click Tally Prime, and then here you'll add your integrations. So let me show you how. We already added this one here, so I'll just show you how to add that. So just click New Tally Prime, the button here, and then a next record will be created. So just go ahead and edit that. So to the action items here, I'll just click these action items here and update with the details for my Tally Prime ERP system. So I'll fill in the company name, deployment type, whether it's cloud or on premise. And so I'll do that. And then more importantly, I'll look for the host. I'll put in the host address here, username, password, the port number, and after that, just click update. And now my integration into Tally Prime ERP system is complete. All right. So now let's go over to our email and act as a customer placing an order, and then we'll see how it will show up here. All right, let's head over to the email. All right, so I'm going to place an order here. I'm going to act as a customer and place an order to which email? All right, that email, if you go back to your email settings, if you recall, this is the email here. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this email here and I'll paste it here to, and then I'll say new sales order. And then here I'll just say I need, let's say 356 units. If you recall, in our Tally Prime ERP system, we were selling items like Soko maize meal. So here, I'll just say, hey, I need 356 units of Soko, let's say Soko maize, and delivered to Walmart by, let's say, April 2nd. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna hit send on this email and we'll see now this order reflect in the Logistify AI platform. All right, let me just click send and off this email should go. All right, we're now in the Logistify AI platform, and right now I can see that the sales order has now reflected right here in the Logistify AI platform. So the customer is Walmart supermarket, and if you recall, the delivery date was the 2nd of April. So let's go in and take a look at the details for this order. And as you can see right here, the customer is Walmart. Delivery date is the 2nd of April. And right here, we can see that the Logistify platform was able to pick up the right SKU, which is Soko maize meal, 12 by 2 kg. And the description is Soko maize meal. And importantly, we're able to see that the AI was able to pick up the right quantity. So right here, the right quantity, 356. The other thing we can see under the notes here is some metadata from the plain text message that was sent through email. That metadata will be recorded under notes here. So you can see the exact text that came through, and you don't always have to go back to your email to check for those details. So we can see in the email, this was the subject of that email, and this was the body of the email: 356 units of Soko maize to be delivered to Walmart by April 2nd. So it's there. So what you do is the Logistify AI platform allows you to do some quality checks, review for accuracy before pushing this to your ERP system. All right, so here it looks like everything is okay. The sales order channel is email. So I might put a shipment date today. I'll click save. And then once I click save here, the next step is for me to now push it to my ERP system. So you can see right here under sync status, it says pending. So let's now go ahead and push this to the Tally Prime ERP system, and then we'll see that record over there. So to do that, just select the orders or the records that you want to push. So you can select all of them or just a few of them. So this is the order that we want to push. So right here, I can see the order number. If I can go into the details, the sales order number is 1026. So we're going to push 1026 to Tally Prime ERP. So I'll just select it here, and then I'll head over to this button that says push to. I'll click it and look for Tally Prime right here. And once I click this, I'll go ahead and select my Tally Prime company that I created. I'll select it there and then hit continue. And now that order should be reflecting in my ERP system. Let me go ahead and click refresh, and this sync status should then change from pending to either success or failed, depending on whether the push was successful. All right, let me go ahead and hit refresh. All right, so there we go. So order 1026, the status has changed from pending to success. So that means our sales order is now reflected in Tally Prime ERP system. All right, so let's head over now to our ERP system and see if that sales order has been reflected over there. Right. So we're now back to Tally ERP system to check whether that sales order that we just pushed is reflected. All right. To get to that, open up your Tally and under the list of selected companies, in this case, Daniel, what I'm going to do is head down to display right down here. So I'll click display and then I'll look for statements inventory. So I'll click there and then I'll look for sales order outstandings. So I'll click there and then let me search by stock item. So click stock item. And the item we want to search by is Soko maize meal. So I'll go ahead and click that. And right here we have Soko maize meal 12 by 2 kg. So let me see some of the sales orders under this stock item. So I'll just click here. And as we can see, order 1026 right here, we can see it pulled in the right quantities, 356, and the price or the rate is right there. And so the total amount is right there. So we can see that this sales order has been successfully pushed into Tally ERP system. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.